What's up, guys? The main question for today's video, is this the end of Evinrude? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, if you enjoy fishing and you want to learn about fishing, right now would be a great time to hit that subscribe button. So is this the end of Evinrude? Well, BRP released a press release on May 27th at 5 p.m. And the headline of it is BRP advances marine technology by focusing on boats and new technologies. Now, what overall that means is they're going to discontinue making their E-tec series engines, and that includes the G2. The company discontinues manufacturing of outboard engines and agrees with market leader Mercury Marine to support their boat packages, meaning that whatever boat packages they supported before, Mercury Marine will take over those boat packages for them. So why are they doing this? Well, in their press release, which I have linked below, they also have a fact as well, so you guys can read that. But in their press release, they specifically state, our outboard engines business has been greatly impacted by COVID-19, obliging us to discontinue production of our outboard motors immediately. It just seems to me that they're not making money on their outboard motors anymore. This could be to the fact that, the COVID-19 plus higher restrictions on the two-stroke engines now. And sadly, this is going to impact a lot of people. These decisions will impact 650 employees globally. My heart goes out to those people. I will pray for them and keep them in my thoughts. And I hope that they can find new work and something sustainable for their families and themselves. They also mention in here how they're consolidating a couple of their operations. They are moving their site, Arkadelphia in Arkansas, to St. Peter, Minnesota. This is one of their Alumacraft operations. So they're consolidating their plants and they're going to close the Arkadelphia plant. So I imagine the people there may lose their jobs. It's not exactly good news at all, but maybe they can transfer to the St. Peter, Minnesota location. Some good news for Evinrude and maybe for some of these people is that they are pursuing new opportunities and they want to perform new technologies. I'm looking over here at their press release. They have the next generation of engine technology with Project Ghost, and then they have a next generation of pontoons called Project M. I'm not exactly sure what those projects exactly are, but it's definitely a new engine technology and a new type of pontoon. So they are definitely changing their focus a little bit. I imagine Project Ghost is going to be a 4-stroke engine, and Project M, they tell you that it's a pontoon type boat, but it's kind of exciting to see what they might engineer up. So this is obviously not the end of Evinrude. They are changing directions. They are stopping one of the largest known brands of outboard engines out there, and they agreed with Mercury Marine to allow them to take over those engine packages on those boats. So like if you're a Ranger boat guy and usually run an Evinrude, now you're going to have an available Mercury now. So that's good news that, hey, those boat hulls will continue to have some type of outboard support. The question is what about those of you that already have Evinrude engines and have warranties and need service and that kind of thing? Well, they actually address this on their facts. They will continue to support their warranties. You'll still have to go to one of their service locations. They will continue to make parts. I'm reading directly off their fact. If you've ordered an engine recently, They're not explicitly saying that you're going to get your engine, but they are putting everything in place for smooth transactions. I'm not really sure if that means you're going to get your money back or if you're actually going to get your engine or not. At this point, I imagine that if they stop cold, that you probably won't, and you're probably going to have to get your money back. Service questions here. Yeah, you can still go to an Evinrude authorized service dealer, and you can have your engine serviced. Yeah, you can still call Evinrude for technical service. They're still going to provide their technical service, because this is not, hey, we're shutting down Evinrude. We're shutting down a product line. So if you're really, really worried about Evinrude as a business, they're just changing their direction. It probably was advanced due to COVID-19, but honestly, this was probably coming anyways down the pipeline. It just, the pain of how much money they were losing or not making, they finally decided to cut their losses and move on to other projects. So to summarize all this is not the end of Evinrude. They will continue to be a company and a business, and they are developing new technologies for their engines and their pontoons, as they state in their press release. Sadly, there's going to be some families and people who work there that are highly affected. My heart goes out to them. But if you own an Evinrude product, that still will continue to have parts for it, they still will continue to service it, and you still have a warranty. So those all three are great news for you if you have an Evinrude outboard or an Evinrude product. So don't worry about that. Yeah, I just kind of thought this was something important to talk about. It's big news in the fishing industry of Evinrude stopping a engine line, an outboard line. I thought it was important to talk about it, get it out there on the table, provide a little bit of insight from me and from their press release and their facts. For those of you who don't really want to go look at those, I gave you the high-level summary. That's all you need. But until next time, get out there and go catch you some fish.